Thanks. Welcome to the Sanborn Regional School District School Budget Committee and this January 8th. Let's begin with the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation,
under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So we have Terry and Mika absent. We're going to table the minutes for tonight and also the warrant articles we don't have yet. So we'll table that till maybe next week. So Marie, did you want to go ahead and bring the document up on screen?
Shane already has it.
Oh, okay.
I threw it in the drive.
Thank you so much. Okay.
So,
Makes things easy.
yep.
And before we start, I just want to mention to everyone here tonight and the folks at home on YouTube, the filing dates for running for school board and school budget committee coming up January 21st to January 30th. And that also includes the filing date for any town positions. So if you'd like to join in the fun of budget or board, please consider running for office. We need many people on many boards and committees, both school and town.
They didn't do tonight's minutes, and then we're not talking about warrant articles, is it?
Yeah, that's what.
And are we meeting in the library or the auditorium next week?
For the public hearing?
Yes,
Auditorium.
because I believe we've been in here in the past.
I
On
think it was
occasion.
here.
Was it here?
Yeah, last year was here in the.
It's really up to Phyllis, or the SAU. If you want to be in the auditorium, that's fine.
We can double check with her and get back to you.
Okay.
I feel like we're in the other room, but
I watched it
Have
I
you-
watched last year's hearing yesterday.
well, you probably know better.
So for the first couple, that one's fine. For the next slide, I didn't see anything that needed changing, but others might have some ideas for this particular slide, slide 2. You might see you've made some notes. Did you want to make changes there?
That was the same slide from 2 years ago too.
Other than
There's a second slide.
in the third line, it should be their recommended budget, not the recommended budget. Because what's being presented is the superintendent's proposed budget.
Oh, she needs to edit it.
I
What?
can request edit access or you can,
Geez, sorry.
we can switch.
She can just give it to you, Shane.
Yeah. I
So
would-
I believe the should be replaced with his then.
I don't have it up.
I've got the edits.
So his works for me. Fine.
We should be good. Sorry.
That ain't right.
No, all good.
Anything else on that page?
Then do we want
Well-
to change it to presents their recommended budget?
The bottom line should disappear because the school board doesn't propose a budget to the budget committee. The budget committee proposes a budget to the legislative body.
Oh, is this an image or is that the text block?
I don't think so.
Huh.
Yeah.
There you go. Problem solved.
Now add in a text box.
Were you able to change it or get in there?
You wanted to change it. You didn't just want to eliminate. it.
No, the whole line shouldn't.
Just completely eliminate it. Don't add
I was
anything.
thinking the same thing. Don't
Hmm.
really need the last line of that slide.
Yeah.
And you want to change the recommended to his recommended?
What?
Well,
Share it with me.
Yeah,
Well,
not,
I use the word there because it's gender neutral.
yeah, it's like it's an image, not a text block or something.
Oh. And quite
You
honestly,
could put a slide underneath
in
and
the fourth
copy that
line, you
entire
can get
thing
rid of
over.
school board and.
then just change it, whatever, and then delete that other slide. If you wanna do it that way.
Yeah, look, it says replace image up top. So it is a picture file.
Oh, yeah.
You've accomplished the same goal, so.
You should have access now. It's under budget committee.
Yeah, because there's nothing to copy here. Because unless I just copy the full image.
Oh,
So you can't modify a word here and there?
No, it's instead of an actual text box, it's a
Oh, I see.
picture for some reason.
That's okay, I will turn in my recommended edits.
Okay, that's fine. Let's keep them to one document, not several.
Yeah,
That works.
use this as the working.
Okay.
I can fix that while you.
Got a note or something.
So are we on to slide 3?
That's a text box.
The only change on this slide is bullet 3, discussion of known future changes to the district, including upcoming contract negotiations, which could be there every year, basically, because there's always something coming up like that. But can we add after including enrollment trends and because we did discuss those a lot, so. Does that work for everyone?
Mhm.
And that was my only change for that slide.
Do you want to put
Oh,
in
yeah, that's
any?
Moving school board from the. What?
Any's fine instead of the. I'm sorry, what?
But that's,
And the fourth slide looked fine to me. Unless any has changes to the fourth slide.
Oh,
I think it's a fifth slide, actually.
Oh,
yeah. If we added another,
I added a slide because I'm fixing the other one.
Oh,
all good.
My bad.
Well, I'm on to scope of Sanborn Regional School District budget slide.
Mhm.
And I think it's fine. I mean, I wouldn't.
it's behind you now.
except the asterisk after the word Newton. In maintenance of the middle school. There's an asterisk.
Yes, but there's no footnote.
Hmm.
Exactly. So,
Strike that. Yeah.
thank you.
I was looking for the footnote and I just gave up.
Oh,
And the next slide, Article 3 or Article X, whatever the article number is going to.
It's
be.
always 3, so I just
So
left
leave
it
it
at
at
3.
3.
And then I added the verbiage because the new law, you have to have the
Right.
cost per pupil and then the test scores. So I just put X's where the test scores are right now because I have to get them from.
Okay,
But that's the current cost per pupil for from
Sure.
FY 25. And then the proposed budget and the default budget amounts I put in.
so that looks fine. On the next slide, it's just a cut and paste. It's plugging and playing. We just need to change all the dates.
I already did.
Oh, nice. Thank you so much.
Everything's all updated.
I noticed for the current operating budget, 25-26. On a few slides in the blue notebook, it was, instead of 527, it was at 5 77, I believe, was shown in, but it was just a typo, I think.
It is 527.
Okay,
It actually, I think originally said 777 because that was
Right, that's what I thought,
$250,000 for the money we put aside. So that doesn't count on that amount.
so see, this one, it says 40, 77.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, yeah.
So I was trying to figure out which number would be the correct.
527 is
Yeah.
when figuring out the
Oh,
default.
this is just a mistake. So that one looks great. The next page, again, is just modifying numbers and calculating percentages. Oops. Did you take out a slide?
I-
or-
The first sentence is impacted, I believe.
Yeah, because there's that comparison and then considerations right after.
Yeah, that's how it is here.
And then you have,
Did we cover slide 7 yet?
No.
But it's,
No.
we're down a slide because Bob is now fixing the original slide up at the top that
Thanks, Bob.
verbiage had to be fixed on.
Done.
Oh, there you go. So now should be lined up right again.
So slide 7 looked fine. It's just a matter of changing the,
I don't agree
Value.
because this budget cycle
Well, we,
impacted by the 21 X we did. Because we
high
were down.
school building
grade
that
now.
was paid off last year. Yeah.
That's not accurate.
It no longer should impact our budget.
oops. I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong page. So for this particular slide, I wanted to remove the first 4 bullets. Since they're no longer relevant, we can leave rental revenue in, but I was gonna get rid of the first 4 bullets, the budget cycle, the high school building, the rental revenue, and the March 24 CBA, and just start with funding for technology.
You could keep the top one and just talk about 9th grade not being part of it anymore. And just 10, 11th and 12th.
We still derive revenue from the lease of the former middle school.
Mhm.
And the budget cycle should be
Is-
impacted by Fremont's exit of this. But the high school building being paid off, that's no longer.
Old news.
Looking for like brand new this year, what's coming up, and some of these have been around for a while, but we can leave them in, that's fine.
I'd get rid of that high school one. We don't need that. That's old news.
Okay,
Yeah,
the
get
high
rid of
school
that one.
One's gone.
There we go.
And the special ed cost.
And the professional staff collective bargaining agreement,
Yeah.
that's.
Yeah, that's gone.
Yep.
Already done. Now, technology upgrades,
Kind of done.
I think those are done.
Those are
Yep.
done.
We can have it just say funding for facilities maintenance and improvement projects, get rid of technology. And
I think a big one up there should be health insurance.
yeah, I added rising health insurance.
Yeah.
costs for Staff, and I added rising expenses for special education.
Exactly. Those were the 2.
Those are the only additions I was thinking about.
Pam, what was that rising health insurance cost for staff and
Rising expenses for special education.
Probably be 2 items.
Yeah, it
Wanna
should be
separate 'em?
separate.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
have them separated.
And we could probably note that note at the bottom.
And slide 8. Marie took care of all this
Yep, that's all
Um,
updated.
additional information we needed. Thank you so much. And,
This was the slide you were trying. That's what I made it.
okay, so that's related to the current proposed. It's a lot easier to read than the last.
Yes.
Yes, it
And
was.
listening to
We
last
practically
week-
had to give a training session on what the numbers meant and
Yeah, And listening to last year's hearing video, they were asking like how much it was per 1,000, which it wasn't in there. So I put it in there this year.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. That's great.
Make that $495.
495. Yeah, I can, you know what, Shane, can you put dollar signs in front of the 495 and the 455,
Yep.
please?
There's a point.
No. Thank you.
For the history of inflation, do we really need that slide? I don't think we need it this year.
It's up to you. I did
But
update it,
the-
but
Total impact.
Right. I mean, inflation's pretty tame at the moment. You never know though, so. We can leave it. It's up to you guys.
It's just more information. Leave it.
So let's leave that one and I can discuss that one again.
Well, it would make sense if 25, 26 was there.
Is there any numbers for 25, 26 up
Because
out there at all? No.
not yet.
And
No,
the,
we're still in the 25, 26
Yeah.
year.
Because anybody that wanted to look at this and say, okay, what was,
Hey, what the hell am I thinking?
I could just picture
Perfect.
them being confused, going, oh, last year. Our present budget
Right.
is 39,444, but it isn't.
That might be a good idea to add another line, so.
What if we just add a note at the bottom because we don't have numbers because we're in the year? So if we just,
All right.
if you're worried that they'll question it, put a note at the bottom just saying we're currently in fiscal year 2025 to 2026. If we're afraid they're going to question it.
We already had the 25, 26 numbers in the slides in the beginning.
Yes, we do. So,
Hmm.
I mean, just comparing it to the change in inflation, I don't know if we really need that, but.
Well, I was just gonna say, in that case, we can.
Oh,
do it.
you have the percentages right there. Some of the, oh, that's the wrong slide. Hold on.
Yeah, because we have the total appropriations for this year and the appropriations percent change, but if we just leave the inflation blank, then
You can
No.
do that too. That way it's all in one spot.
I guess it's slide 6, if it's the same number. That's where they talk about there's a percent increase in current budget over, proposed over current. Do we want to put inflation right there or just,
We don't have the current inflation rate though for 26.
Right, you would just have to
you
leave
can,
that.
you
have to
can
leave that one
estimate.
blank.
But, okay, well, we can leave it as is then.
Okay. However,
Um,
since we already have the current information,
Just leave
I'm not
inflation blank.
certain the,
It's been the same slide that they've
Slide.
used over year after year.
will do anything but take time.
That's just the most current year that's available.
Well, it looks
We
fine
wanted
to
to do
me.
it, historical information of the previous 6 years' actual approved budgets. I'm not certain what it adds to any of the debate.
I mean, has this slide, does this, I went to the meeting last year, but honestly, I don't remember this slide. Did it bring up a lot of questions? Or
Not
not? I
really.
would say just leave it.
It didn't.
Oh.
Then yeah, I would just,
There was
Nice.
one person at the hearing
okay.
and only one person came up.
To be honest with you, next Thursday, if there are more than 10 people not associated with the school district in the audience, it'll be a
I'll
miracle.
be shocked. Yes, I was looking at the minutes from last year and Cheryl Gannon was
He
here.
was the only one, yeah.
So, yeah.
So let's move on.
It was a very
So we
boring
can leave
meeting.
Feels wrong.
Inflation impact in here, that's fine. I don't mind keeping it as is.
No, I didn't play with any of these. That's your narrative.
So under support for the proposed operating budget, it supports capital improvements. We should probably put supports facilities maintenance and capital improvements, since there's been that distinction made at our meetings. So facilities maintenance and capital improvements. And then for the budget committee, it was a 4-3 vote. The school board hasn't voted yet, I guess.
And actually, that shouldn't be on there because this is the public hearing. We will actually have to take a vote
Right.
prior to the deliberative session on endorsement or not, or recommendation or not. And we can still immediately after the deliberative session, we can convene a meeting that hopefully will be posted in case any change to the number from the.
So I will definitely get an agenda for that evening in case we want to meet for a few minutes after the deliberative and vote on the warrant articles if they're available. So get it done at the same night.
So just remove the bottom part of this for now and
Well, you can just
Should-
leave it, but just leave the votes blank.
okay.
Doesn't that kind of not make sense though if we're taking the numbers out? Because then we're saying it's recommended by everybody and we don't have
Yeah.
their vote. So when we have
Well,
to
we're
take it
gonna
out,
plug in some numbers, but if we don't have those, we should
Guess
at
we
least,
put TBD next to them.
Yes.
that
Put
might be
TBD,
helpful.
that'll be a placeholder.
I would actually,
It's
for the
still
public
implied that
hearing,
we're-
I would delete
Yeah.
the proposed operating budget recommended by section because,
So we don't need that for the hearing, really.
no,
Yeah.
that's,
Wait, have we heard anything from the school administration one way or the other about this? Because we don't want to put their name attached to something we haven't read
well,
from.
yeah,
exactly.
and the school board, we don't have their vote.
Right.
Yeah.
It's, yeah, I think we just take,
Strike it.
I would say take it
From
out.
last
Strike
year.
it.
Thank you.
And the next slide looks fine. Slide 12, I guess it is.
Actually,
13.
these slides aren't ours. These are the school boards.
Right. Yeah.
They've all been updated. And then I did update this one too. Article 1 is. He's on page 17 now, Pam. Slide 17.
Yeah, skipping past all the alt budget calculations. And reserve account balances, I mean, we don't have any say over those.
Change font.
Well, looking at last year's minutes for the hearing, they did go over how to calculate default. So I think we should leave that one in.
Where?
Well,
No, it is
the
in there.
school board should
Yeah.
be handling these slides because once we present the budget committee gets to sit back.
Well, these were in the hearing slides last year. So just to be on the safe side, we should probably show how the default's calculated as an amount. And if there are questions, we can say, well, we'd appreciate it if you'd hold those questions for the deliberative, since the board will present that.
Do you want to move those slides to the bottom just to give the school board a segue to start their conversations?
Well, when I watched the video yesterday, Courtney did the first few slides like you had said.
Right.
And then Matt Malilla just went and did the other slides and like all of these.
Yeah, would it make sense for, I don't know. Marie and I, or Marie really can go over this stuff
Sure.
easily.
Yeah, during the hearing.
Yeah,
That's what it was last year.
So I was just gonna have you go through it
That's
and then go through the reserve balances as well.
And I updated all those.
Oh, thank you so much. What is the most recent date for those?
November 11th. We
November,
haven't received
okay.
any December statements yet. It's behind you.
Oops.
What? My X.
Oh, there's
And
behind you.
Behind you.
the only slide left would be the last one. Which just needs the new dates added. Election and the deliberatives.
I already did that.
Thank you so much. Now, I'm so happy that you were busy finishing off the slides because I wasn't sure if you'd have time to get them ready and I wasn't sure if you'd have.
Actually, we're voting, we're voting here.
Good catch.
We're not there. We have the day off because they did not want us.
Good catch. Yeah, so that was wrong from last year. They made that, oops.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna ask the location because they've been moving it, the voting location.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I have location question mark with a triangle.
Who's kid?
Gonna be in the high school thing.
Yep.
Great.
Good save. Bob's making it pretty.
I'm
And
gonna ask permission later to make this pretty because
You can
drive me nuts.
Did we delete 2 slides?
Anything you
I'm
want.
on slide 23 for this.
Yeah.
right, we're not gonna be talking about warrant articles until we get them from the board.
Gotcha.
So all of those are obsolete slides. That's why we kind of skipped ahead. Going back to slide number. Seven, budget considerations this cycle. That one, yeah. So right after that one. I thought we could use one or two of Shane's slides. He has the enrollment trend chart that he showed us. And
Let's see if it'll make it easy on me.
if you can bring that one up,
Hey.
which is just a kind of an estimated forecast. Because it's happening in every district. It's not just Sanborn, but we do mention enrollment decline in our bullet points. So I thought that would be a nice, not nice, but helpful
Good visual.
visual.
I,
No,
I gotta, the thought that we're gonna be at 530 students or something in 2035, I think is it's nice to draw a very straight line going down.
right.
I think that's really speculative. I think the projections.
Like
that
want to
we
cut
ran-
it off at,
Well, the
3:30.
projections that we ran during the budget process, and I spent a lot of time on those, were based on our trends of, the fourth graders tend to be at 96% when they get to fifth grade and so forth.
right.
Looked at the Fremont changes and really they finished out about 2029 was about as far out as I felt comfortable doing that. I mean, I understand that it's a nice, pretty straight line. I just don't think that's necessarily accurate because what we're seeing right now, if you look at the enrollment numbers that we've had over the last number of years, we're not seeing anywhere near the decrease at the elementary level that we're seeing at the high school level. So I think I haven't looked at these because we kind of, zipped past them the other day. So we also have the chart from the budget presentation that I did that does show that, the line's declining. There's no question. I just worry about going this far and making it look like.
So you have an enrollment history slide
Yep.
in your
Yep.
PowerPoint,
Yep.
which we could use.
I can drop that in there as
Just to
well, or
show
we can
that-
look at two different ways of looking at it.
It's a slow decline, which may or may not improve over time, but.
And then just from what I was able to find from the peak in the 2008 to 2009 to today, the
Right,
kindergarten class has been cut in half. So, down 50%.
Yeah, you got to remember
all
though,
the
the
other numbers.
kindergarten is not like a mandated grade, so we don't
Mhm.
get everybody in kindergarten. Kindergarten's a voluntary year.
Mhm.
So it's really better to pick it up around to first, second, or third grade. That's when you kind of settle into where your numbers are. It also doesn't factor in, as was mentioned in the meeting next door in the last hour or so, that we do have several significant housing developments in the works for the towns in a let's be honest, Southern New Hampshire affordable $400,000 to $600,000 range. I know, exactly. Tell me about it. Well, the good news is my house is worth a lot more than when I bought it. So that'll help in a couple of years. But there's some of that going on as well. It's really hard to factor that stuff in. But I think that I'm just advocating for the work I did. Okay, let's be honest about that. But I think that's probably a more reasonable estimate, and it does line up. We did receive in the last couple of months an outside organization's projections, and they're actually higher than what I had.
Okay.
I didn't roll that in because it would have just muddled the whole mess. But I can pull that graph out of mine fairly easily. Drop it in here real quick.
I have tried to get information about the housing developments coming into Kingston
Mhm.
from the planning board.
Yep.
And I guess I sent it to the wrong email address because I tried a couple of times to get like the timelines when
Yeah.
when these developments going to be opening. Some of them are still being approved
Yep.
by the planning board in Kingston. So I'll try to get the information for the hearing. So that would be good news, okay? So maybe we could include your affordability
Sure.
graph, which shows us the reason why it's so difficult to have families live in our towns right now.
Yeah, because Bob, you mentioned 400 to 600. How many of these apartments and building developments are at that $400,000 level? You know, because
Yeah.
because
I can only-
where's the cost and the profit for the builders at that level? you
Yeah,
know?
I can only speak to the one group that stopped by just to have a courtesy chat with me this year. And I think they were, and I'm going totally from memory at this point, about a third in the 4, a third in the 5, and a third in the 600 range. And they were looking at, in that group, it was 100 and something housing units, and it was like 13 to 17 kids they were anticipating getting the district. But, and obviously that's just
Enough, but
a
anyway,
best
I'll
guess.
try to get more detailed information.
Yeah.
Not for a slide or anything, just give people an update that new housing is coming in. Hopefully it'll be family housing, get some dates. So,
Actually, should say new housing is coming into Newton is at
right, in Kingston,
is at a snail's pace.
right.
And
So as I said before, filing period for town offices starts January 21st and ends January 30th. Includes planning board, select board,
like that one.
all of those are important positions. So I would like to include the affordability. That's really good.
And then just one thing from the data that I was able to find, it was still a little low around 2020 to 2021 because interest rates were around that 2%, kind of hiding the problem before it, skyrocketed recently.
They had looked over and got down there.
Did-
I couldn't afford to buy now with the rates the way they are. If I wasn't at 3%, I'd be screwed. Yeah,
And here's that one.
I was full now.
Oh, great. Thank you so much. So that's really all I have for this evening. Does anyone have any idea for additional slides? Is there any slide we could use for student performance? Just to indicate
Oh, that'd be a good one.
scores are going up and
That would be on the school board side.
it's
But-
nice to have some positive data
Yeah.
to present.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. I think that one of those slides should mention that this year's budget is roughly $750,000 higher than the existing budget that's been proposed.
So that's isn't that on
Yeah, we got that. Well, we have the percentage increase, not the
percentage?
raw number increase.
Yeah.
It's shown on, well, I've got slide 6 is showing that
Yep.
current to proposed. Right here.
Oh, okay.
So going back to the first page, I will read over the budget process next week. And I will read over the scope, unless Brooks, you want to handle scope of Sanborn's budget? You want to go through this slide for people on the next
Slide
week?
numbers on there.
It's just discussing
Yeah.
what the budget supports.
Yeah,
You
we
need
can
to
do that.
take a slide
We can do that.
and I'll do the fifth one.
Which one do you want me to do?
Who would like to do the sixth one? Anyone?
Which one did you want
Jim,
me to
you
do,
want to do
Pam?
the sixth one, comparison of current, proposed, and default?
The one behind your head?
That one, yeah.
Yeah.
Jim, you want to take that one?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh,
And the next page. Catherine, do you want to do that one?
Yep.
And the next two, I'll let Marie do those, like
Which ones?
estimated allocations, sources of funds.
Oh, yep.
I will do inflation.
Okay.
Endorsements of proposed operating budget. So that kind of repeats what is on Brooks's slide, scope of the budget, but would you like to do that one, Brooks?
Sure.
I'll let you do that one, similar to the one you're doing, so. And then I'll let Marie do
Calculation of default.
calculation, that's always fun.
Or actually, the school board should be deciding.
Well, we'll announce that at the hearing, that this is really a school board task, but we will explain it briefly. So people understand where the number comes from.
Yeah, it's not a joint meeting.
Yeah, but that,
And I think it's more of a legally.
Yeah.
I don't think the school
Ribbon?
board will be here.
Yeah, I'm not even, they'll be
No.
out there. But it's just basically a legal definition thing, so it's not the board's decision. It
We're going to go.
describes how to get there.
Deliberative anyway.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So we could actually just forego this particular series of slides and let it be covered at the deliberative. But we do mention the default budget in our numbers, so I
mean, I can certainly go over the rest. I don't have a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how it was last
it
year.
might be helpful to go over it just for the hearing because
Yeah.
repetition is the key to learning.
So which one's Marie taking?
So Marie's going to do
13.
calculation of defaults. That's
Okay.
slide 13, 14.
Well, they're all different numbers now, Pam.
I know.
Okay.
I thought that I was getting them right. Calculation of default budget starts on number 13.
12,
Oh,
Right.
see,
12,
you've got this wrong numbers just as.
14.
Yeah, since we added the two,
We added two other.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
No,
they went.
That's right.
Nope.
That's
I didn't change the numbers.
off by 2.
So there are
all the calculations.
there are 4 different
Yep,
Gotcha.
default slides.
yep.
Okay.
And then the trust funds.
So who would like to go through the trust funds? The reserve accounts?
I can, I mean, if I'm going to be doing,
Man, I didn't give you a slide. You want to do those?
Sure.
Well,
We don't mind
on this
it.
side of the
You
table.
don't have to do those, but
I'd rather not. Those
I can do
make me
them.
nauseous.
I'll do them.
okay.
All right,
Marie can
Marie's
do
got
that.
it.
I got.
Do anything else. That's a lot of numbers right there.
And Shane, you can go over your slide
Sure.
if that works.
If you want, I can do this.
Okay, Jim can do the capital reserve accounts.
Okay.
Fine.
After that one, I don't even remember.
Warrant.
Let me see if I can.
And I think
Dates.
I used
That slide
Phyllis.
Needs to be.
What?
Oh, right at the moment, I'm not gonna sit there and total this in my head at the meeting,
We have this?
but it needs to be
Oh, you want to add a total to the
updated.
Yeah, can we add a total on the reserve accounts slide, a total for the different funds?
Oh, sure.
And the trustees of the trust fund should be able to give you a balance as of 12/31/25. That should be it.
The statements don't usually come until midway through the month, so I don't know if we'll have them by then.
If we have them, we
If
can,
we have them,
Oh,
I'll
okay.
certainly
Yeah.
update it. Yeah. But we don't usually get them that quickly.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, people will just question, that's the balance of 11/30/24.
No, it's 25. I've already updated.
Oh, I don't have these.
Oh.
I only have.
No, this one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, can we
They're-
just put a total
Sure.
on there?
But yeah, they were updated through whatever I have so far from statements, which is 11:30. I don't think I will get the 12:31 before next week.
Okay. I appreciate that.
Yep.
if everyone can find endorsement of proposed operating budget, support for operating budget. It does mention improved academics in that slide. So right after that, could we have a slide showing some of the improvement? Maybe Christine can provide that for us.
That'd be a good spot to put it. So
And-
number.
Who would like to discuss that? Catherine, you want to take that one?
Sure.
Will we have this, say, by Monday to look at?
What?
Will we have this finished by Monday? Probably by Monday?
Yeah.
Because that way we can review it.
Sure.
Um,
I mean, I have part of the warrant articles at the end, but we don't know them all yet.
Yeah, we'll know them. We may know them on the 14th.
Okay,
We can just fly through them next week.
it's good just so we can all review them one more time, see if
Yep.
there's any typos, and we'll let you know, but. Okay, I like it.
Good?
Anything else we want to add or,
Okay.
Did you?
Okay.
Suggestion to beautify.
okay,
I am a PowerPoint slide nerd.
all right.
It will drive me nuts if they look like they currently do.
Will there be like,
The font to
will
Comic
there be
Sans?
like fire
No,
Oh,
Betty
reading.
coming up?
no. Or will it be what my 8th grade kids used or 9th grade kids used to bring every letter in one at a time?
Right.
And that was an instant after school detention. But yeah, the fonts are all over the place and I will clean it up and make it look.
Thank you so much.
I won't change a word. I think he promised that.
I will admit that I loathe PowerPoint presentations. When they started coming on the school board, I started taking a nap during. Oh, no, no word of a lie, we would have 40, 50 slide PowerPoint presentations that would take 45 minutes.
And you're not allowed to read them either.
And we actually had a superintendent that said, yes, you have the slides, but I don't want to hear any rustle of papers. I don't want anything ahead of what I've. And it's like,
I guess not.
if we read it ourselves, it would take 5 minutes.
Did the whole proposed budget,
Just me.
12 minutes.
You got off the hook. Look at that. We have to assign a slide to, point it out. to
Now,
cities.
looking at last year's meeting, I noticed there were questions about Fremont students, rental revenues coming from
SEA and SLC.
Newton's buildings, collective bargaining agreements coming up.
Yeah, because there was 1 year for the administrators and this year they're,
Unexpended balances returned. special education. So those are the general questions we're gonna be getting.
Yep.
I will keep my notes with me for the hearing, but if I'm digging around in my notes, I'll just say, maybe Marie can help with that, and then I'll dig, and if I find something to help you out, I will. But I haven't memorized every number, so, yeah,
I don't want to hear shuffling paper.
no one does, yep. Late.
Now, I'm assuming the school board is gonna be up there with us.
Not
the
at the
hearing?
hearing,
Not the
not
hearing.
at the
Not for the
deliberative. yeah.
hearing, they
Deliberative, yeah.
weren't there last year, so.
If there are any warrant articles, they have to be there to,
Present those.
yeah.
Those aren't due for
They are, when are they meeting? On the
14th.
14th? Are they gonna actually be discussing warrant articles on the 14th?
It's on the agenda. I don't have the deadlines right in front of me, but I don't believe those are due from the board until after their meeting on the 21st.
So we'll present what
They may or may
Well-
not have those.
Okay,
So is the board having a public hearing on their warrant articles?
Not to my knowledge.
Because if you look at last year's slides,
Mhm.
there were, all the ones for the contracts were presented at the public hearing.
We have one contract that is currently in the negotiating phase that
Ratified yet.
has not been tentatively agreed to as of yet.
Okay.
so last year there was a special education trust fund amount as one of the articles. As I understand it, any warrant articles involving money, the budget committee has to review
Vote
as
on.
well. So I'm gonna have to reread the RSAs about that, but yeah, we need to be able to review those and then vote on those. So
Vote on it in what sense? So I'm clear.
whether we recommend the warrant article.
Yeah, that you
involve
could do
money.
that after deliberative though?
I think we could, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think both groups are gonna meet before, I think the board's gonna, I know the board's gonna meet before deliberative.
Right.
And then I think you're both gonna meet separately after to do the recommendation votes.
I think you have to meet after the hearing because those warrant articles have to be posted by January 26th.
Okay. All right, they have to be posted by the 26th.
This year, what happened
Could do
is
with the board meeting on the 21st.
you guys had your hearing and then you voted on those warrant articles after your hearing during that meeting.
Okay.
And then I'm hoping on the 13th next week during the school board meeting, that's when we'll have all of the warrant articles,
Okay,
Okay,
14th.
whatever, sorry. 14th and 15th are the two meetings, right? Hearing,
whenever you get them drafted, could you just send them to us, please?
Yeah.
oh, absolutely.
you.
I mean, the draft right now is just the election, the accepting of reports, the budget, the contract we're hoping to finish, the reconsideration of the contract, which is a separate thing.
Right,
And then after that, it's just,
And if they want to.
if they want to add any trust fund things is what the only things
Right.
I anticipate after that.
okay.
And citizen petitions too, those could happen.
Okay, so I think we're pretty much ready for next week.
Yeah.
Last year, the hearing was in the library and it took about 45 minutes. And I think we had one person attending the hearing. So
Can we do it here in the library again this time as opposed to?
I would imagine we could.
Yeah, we'll sort that out. I'm pretty sure we can do it in here.
Yeah.
I remember it being in the other room, doesn't mean I'm right. That's all.
I know that deliberative session,
Oh, yeah.
Deliberative's always in.
and
Right,
back in my day on the school board, it was the school board on one side for the public hearing. School board was on one side, budget committee was on the other side. Budget committee presented budget. School board at that time presented all of their warrant articles and the default.
That's what I'm thinking about. I think I read in the RSAs, when it comes to meetings, that the warrant articles with money have to have a public hearing. They can't
Right.
simply be shown at the deliberative and then we go vote on them.
Right.
So that's my concern, is that we may need another hearing just for the warrant articles, since we don't have them yet. I
Right, but
believe
we
need a
don't, we
hearing
don't
for these.
present those. We only vote whether to recommend or
But
not.
because it involves money, I believe someone has to have a hearing, whether it's the
But
board.
yes,
or
they,
has to be noticed, so, yep. Okay,
and that's, I mean,
So-
we always
I
have,
don't think that's in my calendar, let me see if it is.
We'll find out.
I don't see a hearing for warrant articles, just the hearing for the well, it's next week, it's supposed to be for both,
right.
and we won't have them next week.
And that's why I was saying, you know, once you hit slide 10, then the school board stands up and they talk about,
Sure.
because the school board sets the default budget.
Right, yeah,
Um,
okay. So I guess that's all we have for tonight.
Okay.
And let's have public comment.
Right. I gotta do it because it's gonna drive me nuts. My name is Gretchen Solomon. I'm a resident of Newton. I'm also a high school teacher. I teach mathematics. I've been a mathematics teacher for 19 years. The reason that I stood up is because there's a lot of talk about decreasing enrollment. And yes, the enrollment has been decreasing. It has been decreasing for a bit. It is happening all over New Hampshire. However, it is not statistically sound to take 10 to 15 years of data and then extrapolate out 10 years. Nobody in statistics would do that. 1 or 2 years, sure, but not 10, based on only 10 to 15 years of data. Just as a caution, it's not generally something that is done in the statistical world. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Guess that concludes public comment. Any other comments from the committee tonight? So I just want to say I appreciate all of your work this fall and all of the meetings you've attended. And putting up with my long-winded data sheets and so forth. So I appreciate everything you've done. And also I appreciate the superintendent and the business administrators' help, because they're always so cheerful, and we come in here and we're all kind of freaking out because we've got to get things done and we need help, and you're always so helpful. It's like within 24 hours, you have everything we need. So I really appreciate that too.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Mhm.
So I guess,
The committee appreciates all the work that you've done, especially trying to run a meeting while taking minutes.
well, that's going to change for us, the committee next year. We need a student to step up and take minutes. And I mean, it's a lot of work, but I think we can find someone that it'll be great experience for them too. So, yep. So I think that's all we have for tonight. I think that's it. So meeting adjourned? Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
For now.
Good job.